Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and yes, while this is technically a live stream, it's gonna be a short one because there's gonna be two live streams. See, a lot of you may or may not be aware, I've been having a lot of hard time sleeping and, fighting a little bit of depression and anxiety at night. Well, last night I went to see the movie Missing Link, not with MoviePass, with AMC Stubs A-List, and during the movie, I actually started getting tired. Not because I was bored or anything, just because the lack of sleep was finally starting to catch up with me. So I didn't make my videos last night. So, when I don't make the videos in the night, I'm normally busy during the day doing other things. But I did want to get the videos out today. So we're doing two quick little live streams so I can get the videos done. And of course, I figured I'd start with the MoviePass video because it would kind of clue people in that this is what was happening, that the news stories today would be done by live stream. So we're going to talk about this story, and then we're going to do a story about Lyft in a separate live stream in like a minute or two afterwards. But yeah, MoviePass. It hasn't been too long since I incorporated the MoviePass videos from one channel into this channel, but a couple interesting stories have come up. Particularly, one of the stories that came up on my other channel was that MoviePass had lost track of how many subscribers they had. Like, somewhere in this whole scuffle where, they were raising the prices, dropping the prices, and going back to unlimited, all that jazz, they had lost how many people how many people they had subscribed to their channel, to their service, which is really bad for a data analytics company. You don't want to lose information like that. Well, here's the thing. According to Variety, their subscriber at one point was more than 3 million subscribers, which makes sense. $9.99 a month for the deal of a lifetime was... No one was going to pass it up. They just weren't going to do that. Well, after going through the paperwork and their records and getting back on track, they apparently have dropped to just 225,000 subscribers. Now, assuming all the subscribers are paying $15 a month, which some are probably paying 10 because I think they brought a version of the $10 plan back. That means they're making about $3.3 million a month. And a certain percentage of them are probably getting more use out of it than what they're bringing in. So yeah, that should be a clue on the finances that MoviePass is dealing with right now. They don't have a lot of sponsors right now. And by the way, I anticipate the stock, which is trading for about less than a cent now, to it's going down still. It's trading for 0.0039 cents. So, pretty much a complete wipeout at this point. Now, here's the funny thing. And this is how we can actually kind of steer this into Uber and Lyft a little bit, if you will, because there might be a lesson in here. Let's see, how do I want to phrase this? MoviePass was always a good service, and it was always a good deal. I mean, when I started doing it, it was like, I think, $50 a month for unlimited movies. The whole idea behind when Helix and Matheson bought some of MoviePass, they wanted to grow, so they decided, you know what, we're gonna lower the price to $9.99 a month as a promotional thing to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're gonna want to grow. They did that, and they got there in like 48 hours. Stacy Stacks pointed out during an interview recently, it was like, oh hey, good idea. Let's hey, that's good. Let's cut this back now. We need to, that's all far we to go. But then the management said, no, look at how much we're growing. Let's keep doing it. It's like, but $9.99, it's not sustainable. And it wasn't. Although I have to say, I on my other channel, I was making videos talking about how it could be sustainable, and yeah, I feel kind of foolish about that. The whole MoviePass fiasco really taught me to look a lot closer to finances, which is why I'm even more critical of Uber and Lyft. Now here's the thing. MoviePass obviously grew at a can't beat it price. And they grew very, very big. But they lost obscene amount of money, and they did not have investors that were willing to be patient to wait out the storm. Which, here's the thing. At one point, maybe they could have forced the movie theaters to pay them a cut of the concessions. That was one of the things they wanted to do. Maybe they could have gotten to that point. But it never happened. And then they had to start cutting back. And now, the plan that I'm on right now is 3 movies a month, $20. They could be any movie I want, with the exception of 3D and IMAX. Katie, ironically, has 3 movies a month. They can be anything she wants. One of them can be a 3D and IMAX for $21.95. I don't know why. I think our zip codes are just different enough that explain the price discrepancy. But no one really wants that. At that point, you've had $10 unlimited movies for about a year. So that's a good deal. You don't want to go to 3 unlimited to 3. That's, even if you're still saving money, it's not a good deal in your mind anymore. So that's problem number 1. Then problem number 2 was the way they got there, because the service actually got shut off, and for like a weekend you couldn't see Mission Impossible 6, and then for a few weeks until they finally corrected their subscription model. Well, the thing is, trust had been broken, so no one wanted to give MoviePass another chance. Now, how's this going to relate to Uber and Lyft? How can I turn this around to that? Well, right now, Uber and Lyft are practically giving away rides to passengers. And MoviePass does show at least one thing. I mean, granted, I don't think Uber and Lyft are going to be shutting off their services anytime soon, so they're okay there. But if they go to a sustainable business model, if they actually charge what those rides are worth, there is a real chance people will leave them in droves, because the deal has been too good to be true. I mean, seriously, you stop and you think about this. Oh, okay, see you later, Chris. People have been going to work every day for $5. It's been a very, very cheap experience. You want to go to the airport? It's $15. Something like that. It's been dirt cheap, so much so that people have been selling their cars. We all know Uber and Lyft can't make money on those prices, though. So at some point, they're going to have to go up. I mean, I would argue that they've been going up already. It's just we haven't been seeing any of it as drivers. But yeah, they're going to go up. So, and once they start going up, once they start being charged what the service is worth, will Uber and Lyft customers stick around in the long run? Because here's the thing. Again, 3 movies for $20 a month, especially in this area. And this is, by the way, this area. Some people are charged $15. But considering the average ticket price is $12.50 here, you get this, you use 3 movies. Hey, you know what? That's like getting a movie and a half for free. Not a bad deal at all. But people don't want that. They remember unlimited at $10. What if Uber goes to like, all right, you got to go to work. It's going to cost $12. Like, well, let's say $15, because some people might be paying $10 depending where they go to work. It's like, hey, you know what? Your car's broken down, everything, and you don't want to be late. Yeah, $15. Just take it. You can get it at the press of a button. But what happens when you have millions of people who remember when it costs $6 to get to work? What happens then? I mean, yeah, this, all things considered, still a good deal, still a good place to be in, but who knows if they'll actually get there? Like, will they actually do it? Because like they remember the $5, $6 rides, and they're going to want to use Uber and Lyft less. But Uber and Lyft are going to have to move beyond $5 to $6 rides. So that's kind of the main. I did want to mention that, bring this story up because, I am talking about MoviePass now, and they did lose more than 2 million subscribers. That's not good, although they could conceivably gain a lot more. But, it's like, oh, what a good way to discuss what could go wrong with Uber and Lyft when it's time to finally get them, get back to a reasonable price point to where they could actually be profitable. Because Uber and Lyft could be profitable. Very, very easily so. Much more so than a taxi company. But they aren't, because they keep subsidizing rides and all this jazz. Yes, Keith, it is live, although we're going to be ending it soon. So that's kind of... So yeah, there's a little bit of a cautionary tale here. You don't want to get people used to the promotional price for years on end, because that can create problems when it's time to raise the prices to a more sustainable level later on. But anyway, that's going to be it for this story. We are going to end this live stream, and we are going to begin a new live stream like in 2 minutes for another story. This one just about Lyft. Thank you for joining me on this one. I hope you will join me for the next live stream. If you are not watching this live, though, please, I would love to know what your thoughts on this are. Have you ever given MoviePass another try? What was the reason? Was it because of the service? Was it the price? Do you agree that once you move, if you keep the promotional price around too long, and this goes for either MoviePass, Lyft, Uber, Postmates, whatever, that it becomes very hard for people to actually join the service, or when it's like, being charged what it's worth? I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly and to get access to my Patreon exclusive blog. Also, if you want to save money on gas, because gas has been going up, check out the GetUpside app. It's totally free. You can save gas and get points on, at gas stations all over the nation, and it's free. Also, check us out on Apptrepreneur Hangouts on Facebook. You have to be approved, but we've been approving most people. And finally, check out the Apptrepreneur Vlogs channel, where more new content is coming every week. And for those of you who are watching this live, I will see you again in a minute or two as we talk about, well, how Lyft shareholders are responding to the stock going down. And yes, we will do a little bit more of a Q&A at that point. I know I'm not answering a lot of people right now, but like I said, I have to do this real